And then suddenly, boom, I felt like a new being. And so I said to God, I'm like, I, I don't even know what to do that in this body. It feels so different. I felt so different at that moment. I'm like, how do I even walk now? I feel like a new baby. How do I even walk now? And God's answer to me was extremely beautiful and simple, as it always is for me, is with light and love in every step. And so that's, since my awakening, that's how I kind of move through the world now. And when I don't, I become aware. Suzanne, you're Bright Star. You're not moving through the world in this moment with light and love in every step. You're kind of really pissed off, or you're kind of feeling bad about yourself, or whatever. And the beautiful thing in the awakening is like, oh, I can't escape it anymore. I see when I'm not in that alignment. I see when I'm not filled with light and love. And then I can choose to take actions to correct it. Put a new thought, do a new action. And that has been invaluable in how I live.
Yeah, what's really cool is it's not something mystical that divorces you from being a human being. It's something that enters into your humanity and into your human experience and lifts it and brings more meaning to not only your daily existence, but also more meaning to the things that you struggle with. You're bringing that light of awareness, or we might say light of awakening, into even the shadows that come up from your own heart, which continue to happen. The only thing is the shadows no longer overwhelm us. They're not our sole reality. There's something that from a position of light and awakening we can look into, and then therefore begin a healing process. And either those shadows flee or they're integrated. But that means each bout of facing what we might call that shadow self is productive. It's something that we look forward to because we know that we're going to grow. Because the awareness at the apex of awakening stops going away. So in other words, in the beginning, you have what you might call an awakening experience. You go, wow, okay, and it's going to be like this forever. But then your ego consciousness comes back and it dominates, and you go, what happened to that awakening? I wish I could be back there. It was so great. And now I'm kind of a prisoner of my own thoughts and emotions, and that what feels then like an endless cycle. But at some point, the awareness remains even when that ego self falls upon you, and you go, oh, look at this. I'm being possessed or taken over by this kind of ego self. And so then I can look into it and I can try to gain understanding of myself. And where did this come from? Why do I have these feelings? Oh, these were wounds that were planted in me long ago. And now I'm reacting to shadows on a wall. But actually, I'm no longer there. It's no longer, I don't have to be afraid of these things anymore. I can heal that wound. I don't have to live in the past. And so it becomes a very utilitarian thing that you can apply to your life. And when we do that, we gain greater understanding of ourselves. And then we also gain greater understanding of other people.
Like me?
Yeah, like you, like our fellow human beings. And that makes it better in relationship. When I see her shadows flare up, rather than be accusatory or reacting emotionally to it, I say, oh, her shadows are stirred up just like mine were, and I know that she's going to bring that light, and then maybe I can help by shining a light or a mirror, or maybe I can just step back and know that she has it within herself to face those shadows, because that God light is within her, just like that God light is within me. And we're more than equipped with that God light to face the problems that come up in our outer life, but also the shadows that are stirred up by events and circumstances that are beyond our control.